one man and 5 acres. I'm Trent. And let me tell you, it's been humid. And it's been hot. So I'm not used to that, being so humid and stuff. Some places in the country, hey, that's normal for you guys. Here in the summer, it's usually pretty humid. The temperatures are not too bad, but the humidity sucks for us. So, and I'm a big guy, and let me tell you, I don't do good in heat. But anyhow, we're mowing today. I know I haven't put out a video for a while. Been very busy getting a semi-truck ready to start going to work and yeah, start doing my own thing for myself. So I have officially quit working at the company that I worked at before. Friday the 27th was my last day. I worked it out for them, and yeah, so I'm doing my own thing now. So everything that I do, I need to get paid on it because I'm my own boss. I hope I don't fire myself. Anyhow, let's get busy. All right, as you can tell, we got a bunch of, here I was kind of swinging around a little bit. You can see I got a lot to mow. This field is up. I've mowed it before. I've done videos on where I've mowed it before. We're going to bush hog it down and stuff like that. I've got one whole week off before I actually get the truck up north where I've got it leased on at. There we go. Engage the mower. Let's get this thing spun up. Here we go. All right, let's get started. Anyhow, I hope you can hear me okay. But yeah, we're getting busy and getting ready to, start working for ourselves. And hopefully everything works out for us. But yeah. Alright, well, it's been a few days since I was mowing. I had to stop mowing. It started raining. And then, so now we're going to try to get this finished up today. Also, the semi-truck's not here right now. I took it up north and dropped it off to get all the stickers and stuff put on it for the company that I leased onto with my company. And so yeah, but we're going to try to get this mowing finished up. I got quite a bit done. I still got a little bit more to go, so we're going to try to finish that up today. And yeah, so that's what's going on today. And I don't have a whole lot to report other than the truck went up north and get stickered up, and they're going to check it out. They got to do an annual inspection on it as well, which it should pass with flying colors, since how we just did, you know, $3,000 worth of work to it. So everything should be pretty good on that. Other than that, it's been raining like crazy. It finally cooled down the day that let's see here, that was Sunday when I started this video, which would have been the 29th. Yeah, the 29th was when I started the video, and it was hot. I mean hot. Rain came through and it cooled it down some. It's not so humid out, but it's still warm. It's summertime, so you know, it is what it is. I got to get back on the garden and till it up. It's starting to get weedy, so I got to go in there and weed everything out of there. And hopefully we can get quite a bit done today. I will show you the garden and what it looks like as of right now. Let's get turned around here. Yeah, this will work. Just grab the phone here and show you what's going on. Hold on here, let me flip it around. There it is. You can tell that it's got a lot of stuff growing in it. There's the rows of green beans. I got to go down through there with the tiller and knock all that stuff down. Corn's growing. That is corn over there, not so much weeds. That is corn. So, but yeah, I got to get all that tilled out of there. Make it look better, because that looks horrible. So that's what we're going to do. Probably in a couple of days. I got to get it to dry up. It's kind of wet out there from all the rain. But right now, we got to tackle that right there. We got to get the rest of that all mowed down right there. And yeah, so let's get started. Alright. It should be, it might be a little damp, I don't know. Shouldn't be too bad. Either way, it's got to come down. So yeah, it's mowing it all right. So I was talking earlier that you know, a lot of changes and stuff were going on and stuff like that, and the channel, I'm going to keep on plugging away on it. Somebody said something to me, a friend of mine, well, a relative of mine said, well, you know, doing the truck thing and videoing that might be a conflict with one man and 5 acres, but I ain't 100% sure that's all part of what I'm doing. So a lot of this is about rural living and the things that I do here and stuff, but at the same time, I mean, it gives me more leverage to do what I can do with my channel. So we're going to, the truck will be involved in the channel at points in time. I will not video when I'm driving. That's just not safe. I know a lot of YouTube people do. Some do not. But when I do anything with the truck, it will be when I'm sitting still and not driving. Just due to an aspect of safety. So, you know, who wants something 80,000 pounds going down the road with me messing around with a phone or a camera? I mean, let's be realistic here. That's 40 tons going down the road, turning a car into a pop can. Not worth it to me. So, we won't do that. There we go. Get this stuff mowed down, but yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. And I'll continue to do videos of the property. The videos will be kind of spread apart, just due to the fact, you know, being busy and all, and driving. So it's going to be crazy on, you know, how the videos come out. And then as I get more, I should say, yeah, just get better at doing videos on me driving and everything, then we'll hopefully I'll be able to pump out more content. But for right now, it's going to be a little slow. I apologize for that, but there's not a whole lot I can do to it. And safety is the most important thing to me in the long run. So with that being said, we're going to get this mowing done. Jump on here. There's this hill here in front of me. It doesn't look very steep, and I know there's a lot of people that, a lot of other YouTubers will be like, you know, look at this hill, it's not very steep, or you know, or they'll sit there and say it's real super steep or whatever. But this hill here is actually pretty steep. I used to mow it, you know, instead of going up and down the hill, I used to go down along the side of the hill and mow it that way. And with my John Deere 5310, you can do that. It's a wide track, and it handles the hill with no problem. And you can go up and down because this hill goes down in front of me, and then it goes down towards the house, and then it flattens out. But right back here in this one corner, it's real super steep. And with the RK37 I've mowed it that way before with this tractor, going along the side of the hill instead of going up and down it. And I've decided not to do that no more. Well, I'll just be honest with you, it makes your butthole kind of pucker up a little bit. It's not a very good feeling, so I've been going up and down the hill mowing it lately. It's how I've been doing it. It's just a lot easier, and a lot easier on me as well. That way I don't upset the tractor. I don't think it would. I think it just might be just right on the verge of being unsafe, but I decided not to continue doing that, so I've been mowing this hill up and down. There's no sense in tearing up equipment and hurting myself and whatever. I've done enough of that hurting myself here lately, so it's just easier to do this. I'm kind of going down at a little bit of an angle, but we got rolling hills here in Ohio, and we've got some real flat land in Ohio too. We got rolling hills in the area that I'm at, and some of them are a little steep, some of them aren't. It just depends, but we're gonna go up and down this hill a lot easier. Right now I'm hitting some ruts that's in the ground, and it's pretty rough right here, so I gotta take it easy and jar my teeth out of my head. So, but yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that even though I'm in a tractor and it's a little bit steep right there, we're still going to play it safe. Alright, just about got it done here. I have got myself a sinkhole in the field I found. As you can tell, it drops down right here. There's a hole right here to my left. Pretty good sized hole. It would be enough to roll the tractor right on over. I'm gonna have to get that fixed. I got a culvert that runs in this field, and Looks like it, one of them blew out. That'll definitely be another video, and it'll be a while from now, because those are a little expensive to fix. Alright, last little bit. I'll show you that hole here in a second. Alright, there's the hole. It don't look very big, but it's definitely deep. That pipe there actually goes to my sewage system on my house. It's the drain. But what I'm worried about is the hole that's down below it. So it's obviously getting ate out from down below. This whole area right here is sunk. This whole area here is sunk down real low. So I don't know. It's a pretty good sized area. It's enough to swallow this whole tractor, I'll tell you that. But that hole right there is pretty good size. I bet you it's a lot bigger down below. So I've got culvert pipe that runs underneath here, and it drains from the road, and it goes all the way back to there, and goes on back, and then there's a stream that runs back through there, and it dumps out into that stream. Unfortunately, it looks like ODOT won't fix that. I'll have to do that myself at my cost. So I'll have to keep an eye on that and get that fixed at some point in time. But it's not going to happen today. That's for sure. Alright, so figured that out. Seen how bad that is. So that usually costs a little bit of money to get those fixed. I'll have to rent an excavator to get that done. So it is what it is. There's not much I can do about it right now. It'll just have to continue doing what it's doing. So I'm not horribly worried about it, but it's definitely a issue that has to get corrected. Let's put it that way. Yeah, let's see how the piggies are doing today. Well, Petunia's out here getting in the mud, so she must be getting a little warm. I don't see Pork Chop. Oh, he's inside. He's inside laying down. I don't see Flower either. Let's get this moved around here a little bit. There we go. All right. We'll see how Petunia's doing today. Let me get you flipped around here so you can see her. There she is. As you can tell, she got herself a heck of a hole with lots of fresh wet mud. And she's enjoying it, I guess. But there's Pork Chop. There's Flower. She's supposed to be bred, and she's supposed to be bred. Look at that face. Good Lord, look at that face. I don't get it. There's Porky Chop. Like I said, they're all doing well. She's supposed to be bred, and she's supposed to be bred. But I don't know. They haven't been back in heat, so I'm assuming Pork Chop did his job. So we'll have to see how it goes.
But if Pork Chop don't do his job and they come back and heat and his job ain't getting done, and I'm either going to look for another boar or Pork Chop's going to go be turned into sausage. One of the two. I just know that I can't have a boar that can't get his job done. I can't have one of those. They've got to be able to do what they got to do. All right, well, we got all the mowing done and stuff like that. Did want to talk to you guys all for just a little bit. The RK37 that I have sitting right over here, we've had zero problems with it so far. I bought it in 2021 during COVID. Actually, it was right around that area when COVID hit. We've run it. It's got 360 hours on it. So I'm not putting not a ton of hours on it. But you know, I do a lot of the hours that I do put on it. We are putting a lot of PTO time on it, I should say. So we're getting a lot of PTO time on it, and quite a bit of bucket work. Other than that, that's about what the extent of it right now. We till the garden with it and stuff like that. It's doing pretty good. I have no complaints with it at all. When we got really hot, the AC was having a little bit of problem keeping up, but it was in the 90s with super high humidity, and the water was just draining out of the tube for the evaporator. So it was working. It just there's a lot of glass around it, so I'm thinking of tinting the windows. I think that'll help out a lot. The only thing is if I do anything at night, that kind of hinders your eyesight a little bit in the dark. So I don't want to go super dark, but I want to go tint it just enough to where, excuse me, that way I can still see, but yet get the benefits when the sun's out to help keep the inside of the cab cool. That's probably the only major thing that I can say that I have a problem or an issue with, is that the AC doesn't quite keep up when it gets super hot. I would like to know what Justin Maynard thinks on the AC. I know that he's down there in Florida, and I know it gets super hot down there, and I know he runs his tractor, and I know he uses that air conditioning. I was just kind of curious of how his does as well in that kind of heat. I would have to say that just for what I can tell, I think Rural King tractors are really good. They're nice tractors and everything, but I think they need to put a little bit more air conditioning vents more towards not so much up here above in the cab area, which it works fine, but something to down around you or around the workstation area where it kind of blows cooler air down there too. I think it would help circulate it in the cab when it comes out. I think it might help it a little bit better. But I mean, it works good. Trust me, it does work good. Like today, it was working great, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But it's not a hot day either, so there's that. The other thing I was going to tell you guys is nothing to do with the tractor, but I haven't been putting out a lot of content, and a lot of it is just because flat out I am so busy to sit there and run that camera that I'm looking at right now. I have to set it up, sit here, get things done to get everything working out. It's not hard. It's the time to make sure that, everything's set up. Like my camera, my tripod. Well, the shop is a mess right now because it needs cleaned up. We've been moving a lot of things and doing a lot of work in here. I mean, I had the semi truck sitting in here and we tore it all apart and put all new brakes and liners on it and all this stuff. We've been super busy. It took me 15 to 20 minutes to find my tripod because I could not figure out where I set it. And I forgot that I broke it all down and I had set it on a workbench. Well, it got covered up, so here I am looking for the tripod so I can get this all set up. So it's the little things like that that you don't think that it's that it could be, but when you're a one-man warrior, you just you're all, it's all on you, and you're trying to put out the content that you want to put out. Like I said, I've mowed with the tractor before. You've all seen that and stuff like that. So it's not a, it's kind of a rerun, but a little bit different, course of video. But yeah, once we get the truck up and running and I'm actually working it and stuff like that, I will be able to bring some truck videos to you. We'll walk around and talk a little bit about what I'm doing there and stuff like that. And, just kind of see some stuff. I was just recently up at Erie up there, and I was with my dad because he works at the same place. So we went up there, and we get these engines. They're train engines, and they're big. I mean, they're big. I think it was a 16 cylinder engine, and they picked this thing up with this huge crane. And they bring it over there. It's not a crane. It's a big forklift, I guess is what you'd say. It's big. And they pick it up and they set it down on the trailer. And I kid you not, that trailer probably squatted down a foot. I mean, it squished it down a good foot. And that was that engine there, I think, was like 46,000 pounds or something like that. It was 46, 45, something like that. Somewhere in there. And he put that thing on there, it squished that thing down. I was like, wow, that dropped a lot. But that's the kind of stuff that I'm going to be hauling. So, I mean, I'll be hauling that. It won't be always that. It could be anything. But, I mean, it was just, when I watched the motor get set down on that trailer, how far it went down, that was a lot. That's a lot of weight in one area to, just get pushed down right there. So, but it looks pretty interesting, and I can't wait to get started on it. I'm hoping here in the next 2 weeks we're working. It just takes a little bit of time. I did go ahead and quit my other job. I gave them a month. I worked for them for a month. I didn't give them a 2-week notice. I gave them a whole month. I let them know that I'd be leaving and gave them a whole month. So I think that's pretty fair to give somebody that kind of a notice and stuff. But yeah, it was time for me to move on and start doing my own thing. I've been wanting to do it for a long time, and I was like, I started doing the YouTube channel, and I've been having fun doing that. And then I started getting into other things were evolving and things that are coming my way. Things just started working out really well for me. And I think a lot of it is from the man upstairs has blessed us quite a bit. And I like the way things are going right now, and things are going real good and really smooth. However, I will say this, I am stressing out like crazy, but you know what? At the end of the day, we are still above ground, breathing air, and moving forward. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. So if you like my videos, please hit the like button, leave a comment, share them with your friends, and y'all have a good one. Bye.